Commissioners, Commissioner Perry, you weren't here when I made a presentation with regard to the zoning dispute at Seth Reynolds' property on Creasy Springs Road. There was an article last week in the Tribune. I can bring you up to speed, or can I assume that you've read the documents that have been submitted? Well, this county, in enforcement of its zoning judgment, has incarcerated Seth Reynolds. The zoning ordinance that was violated is a technical ordinance. There is no public benefit to that zoning ordinance. There is nothing that the county can gain based upon the topography of the land. There's no future development or construction. The enforcement of this zoning ordinance is arbitrary and capricious, and Mr. Reynolds is presently incarcerated. I have communicated to the county counsel's office an offer of settlement. They indicated they would not communicate that to the county commission because I was not counsel of record. Counsel of record, Mr. Schneider, sent an email to county counselors indicating that he consented to my communication of that offer of settlement in this matter. I have not received a response whether the county would accept a payment of $1,500 for this technical violation of the zoning ordinance. The violation is in conformance with the neighborhood. There's nothing about the building or the fence that is not in conforming with the neighborhood usage of that easement. The view of the easements, whether it's 25 or 33 foot, the county has adopted the 33-foot standard. We are incarcerating a citizen for making reasonable use of his property, a citizen who was trying to benefit restaurants here locally, trying to be a good citizen and comply. He got a permit from the county. The county issued him a permit and then refused to grant him a variance. The enforcement of this ordinance makes no sense. It serves no public good. It is simply an arbitrary and capricious exercise of power. This commission has, because of Mr. Reynolds' lack of financial ability to comply with the judgment, has incarcerated him. I ask this commission to seek to resolve your incarceration, to end putting a citizen in jail for lack of funds to comply with a zoning dispute, and to act in the public good. And acting in the public good would be to accept the settlement offer of $1,500 for the technical breach of the zoning ordinance. And at least reply to the offer of settlement made to the county counsel's office. I don't understand the actions of the county counsel's office. I don't understand the actions of the county commission. I don't understand the policy decisions being made here. And if you would like to explain it, I would love to hear why.
This is an opportunity for you to place something on the record, which you have done. I don't know if the other commissioners have any comments they would like to add to the record for this. In my view, this is still a matter that is a pending legal matter for which I personally do not make comments. But I can't speak for the other commissioners.
My understanding, Mr. Wyse, is that this is an issue with the circuit court and not an issue with the county commission. So it's and the reason that Mr. Reynolds is incarcerated is not because of any issue with the county commission, but rather with his dealings with the circuit court.
Well, with all due respect, Commissioner Perry, the county is the plaintiff in this lawsuit. The county obtained the judgment. The county counselors who have appeared, Mr. Sweet in particular, has repeatedly asked for Mr. Reynolds' incarceration. So the request and the judgment by which Mr. Reynolds is incarcerated is completely within the county's discretion. It's completely within this county commission's discretion. You have the power, you have the ability. And that power being used by agents of the county commission has incarcerated Seth Reynolds. The court is the one who has issued the order of incarceration at the request of Mr. Sweet and in enforcement of this county's judgment. This county has the ability to settle that judgment. At any time, this county could resolve this matter and take this out of the court's hands and resolve this. But for some reason, the county counsel's office does not want to communicate, whether it is going to communicate after receiving notice from Mr. Schneider that he consented to communication. The county has refused to communicate with me. The behavior of the county counsel's office is bizarre, and frankly, I don't understand it. And as a citizen of Boone County, I'm embarrassed by the actions of my government.
Well, I think we'll ask for an update from the county counselor and ask him to get back with you with his latest response.
I appreciate that. Thank you.